Hello everyone, welcome to another Narc Survivor live video. It's very early in the morning here, only 7:30 a.m. but I just got up, had a shower, and I thought it'd be a good time to do a video, as I do often like to do a video in the morning. Feel fresh just as I first wake up. So yeah, let's get into it. The narcissist pretends to move on. It may seem like they're moving on, but it isn't real. It's an illusion. It's an orchestration. They plan and coordinate the elements of the situation to produce the desired effect. It isn't real. But they use it because it serves a purpose. And that purpose is to project their feelings onto you. However they feel, it's how they want you to feel. So, if they feel envious or jealous of something in your life, they want you to be envious and jealous of them. So they pretend to move on to project those feelings onto you. And whether or not you feel that, I don't know. But if you do, it will regulate their emotions. It will make them feel better about themselves and their lives. And it will make it a lot easier for them to move on, because they think they've left you behind and you're miserable, you're depressed, and it boosts them up. Remember, as I've said before in my videos, they can't feel good unless you feel bad. They can't feel good unless you feel bad. And if you feel good about yourself and your life, then they feel bad. As crazy as it sounds, that's just the way it is. That's how it works with narcissists. Because their emotional state, their happiness is determined by how you feel. They can't feel happiness unless their target is miserable. And if you're not miserable, then they have to make you miserable. And they try to do that by pretending to move on, by pretending as though they found someone else. And they may have found someone, but trust me, that person ain't half as great as they're making them out to be. They ain't even a fraction of what you were. They're nothing. It's all just stories, lies, and fabrications. Because they know you're a good person. They know you want to trust them. They know you want to believe them. So it's so easy for them to manipulate you. Good people, unfortunately, are very easy to manipulate. But as you become more wiser to their games, you can still be a good person and be onto them, because you learn through experience. But unfortunately, their experience in life seems to only have made them more and more dark, to where they play these mental games where they will discard you and run off, and the whole point of that is just to hurt you, just to make you feel like you've lost out on something, because maybe in the back of their minds that's how they feel. So they want to make you feel like you've lost out when in actuality, most often they're just taking a break. And when they go, they're still watching you behind the scenes. They're spying on you. And they already know when they're planning to come back, when they're planning to hoover you. Because this isn't their first rodeo. They've played this game enough times to know that even if they do move on to someone else, at some point they are going to get bored, just as they got bored with you. So they know it's only a matter of time. Whether it's a few weeks or a few months, they know at some point they're going to get bored of this new person. Especially if they already know that this new person is not going to measure up to you. Because it isn't that easy for them to find a new grade A source of supply. It's hard enough for a normal person to find someone that they get along with. Or for a narcissist to find a grade A source, it's 10 times harder. It's not that easy for them to find a fool, a doormat, someone who will believe their lies, someone who will do whatever they want, someone who will listen to them. I mean, we may think of ourselves as grade A sources of supply, but in the end, even we weren't willing to do that for them. Eventually, even we woke up. So yeah, even in that rare case where they do find another grade A source, even then, it's not gonna last forever. Because just like us, they're gonna wake up. They're gonna realize what's going on. But you know what? Narcissists are already ahead of the game. They already know that no one's going to put up with them forever. They know that no one's going to be able to tolerate them. And that's why any prospect, any person that they get involved with, they just see it as something temporary. It's just for recreational use. It's just for their own personal enjoyment and amusement, rather than actually sharing something with that person. Because they already know it's not going to last. Despite the arrogance, the audacity, despite this elevated sense of their own importance and abilities, the reality is that narcissists actually believe that they are unlovable. They believe that if they showed who they actually are, no one would love them. And that's why they hide behind a mask. That's why they don't show who they really are. Not unleast they've been involved with you for a few months. Then they start to show you, but that's only once you're emotionally attached and you believe the lie. You believe in the false character. But they're not going to show you who they are in the beginning, because they know you're not going to love that character. Or actually that real person of who they are. They know you're not going to love that. And that's why they hide it from you. They don't want you to see that because they know you'd run a mile. They know you'd drop them like a hot potato. And then it'd be all over before they're able to sink their claws into you. Before they're able to drain you of everything you have. And that's why when you first meet them, they give you the false character. They put on a show. They make you believe they're about this and that. They give you false promises. They future fake. So you're holding on for something better. You think that something better is going to come because they've told you all of these things. And then one day you realize it's all a lie. It was just something they used for supply. Because when they're able to get you to believe in the lie and the manipulation, it fuels them. It makes them feel good about themselves. Because how you see them reflects back to them. It tells them, oh yes, wow, I am amazing. I am this great person. As long as you believe it, it doesn't have to be real. It doesn't have to be true. As long as we share this fantasy together that I am something. It's sad, but all they really want is to be something. And there's nothing wrong with that. We all want to be something in this life. But you got to do the work to get there. You can't just one day say, okay, I am something now. What about the work? But that's what these narcissists do. They cheat their way through life. They cut corners. They act like they're already something. They're already what you want. They already have what you need. When in reality, they ain't got shit. And that's why we end up so hurt and disappointed. Because we believed the lie. We believed in this false character. That they were actually about something. Just like we were. I mean, that's the most painful part about it. Is that our entire lives we suffered. We went through the trials and tribulations. We went through a lot of things to get to where we are today. We did the work. And we bring all of that to the table. After all of our suffering. After everything we went through. And yet, they bring nothing but a lie. The best you will ever get from a narcissist is an illusion. And that doesn't change when they proclaim to move on from you. 100 live viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Let's get this message out there. Yeah, the best you will ever get from them is an illusion. And that does not change when they say that they've moved on. It's still more and more lies. Because they never do the work to move on for real. Just as they never did the work to be something for real with you. To build a relationship with you. And what makes you think if they couldn't do the work with you for all of those months or years or however long it was, what makes you think that one day they're just suddenly going to be everything that you wanted them to be for someone else? It doesn't work that way. People don't change overnight. And we should know that ourselves. It took years of our life to become the person that we are today. So these narcissists are not going to change overnight and become everything that you wanted them to be for someone else. I know that's how we think sometimes after the relationship, but it's just completely wrong. It's wrong. That doesn't happen for anyone. So yeah, they pretend to move on. It's an illusion. They're not really moving on to nothing. It's just a dream, a fantasy. It's something that they've implanted in your head and they expect you to believe it. And if you believe it, that reflects back to them and they begin to believe it even more. They begin to believe their own lies. And then that fuels them to move on. which makes it even more believable to you, because then you're sitting back thinking, hold on, they really are moving on. They actually do look happier without me. When in actuality, no, you're just fueling it. So take away your belief and you put the focus back in your own life and watch what happens. It will fall apart very quickly, because the only thing that's supporting it is your belief. Your belief is very powerful. That's why the moment they got with you, they had to lie, they had to future fake, they had to give you false promises about the future, because of how it made them feel about themselves and their lives. Because your belief was so powerful. So take your beliefs, your thoughts, and use them for something productive. Instead of letting them distract you and wasting your power on something that's not going to serve you. Use it for something good for your life, so that you can be happier, so that you can live well. I mean, we say sometimes it's good to believe in something, it's good to have faith, especially in God, because we hope that something will come back to us. We will get something in return. So, yeah, those times it's good to put your belief in that, because something can come back to you. It's not wasted. But trust me, when you're dealing with a narcissist, it is a waste of your energy. It is a waste of your power, because nothing coming back to you. You ain't getting nothing. You will be wasting your energy, your power, your belief. You should take that and just believe in yourself. Invest it in yourself. Then you'll see something come back. But as long as you have faith in the narcissist, nothing's going to happen there. I've talked to people, I've seen people wait around for 10, 20 years. They're never going to change. They're always going to be that way. And what you should do now is just accept it. Accept that that is who they are. Who they're showing you is who they are. There's no other side to their personality. There's not this magical, wonderful side of them that you haven't seen, that they haven't given to you. There's just not. If you've known them for months or even years, you've seen everything they've got. You've seen everything they have to show to you. So just accept it. That's who they are. Doesn't matter if they pretend to move on. That's who they are. So don't believe that there's anything else. You're wasting your belief. You're wasting your power, your energy. Take that back and put it into your own life. Invest it into yourself. And watch how your life begins to change. Because the reason why everything was going down in your life while you were with them is because you were wasting all of that on them. You put all of your hope and faith into the narcissist when it was a lie. So of course you're not going to get nothing back. Of course your life isn't going to get better. Because you're wasting it on a lie, on a dream, a fantasy. But you put that back into yourself and watch what happens. Things will start to change. Things will start to get better. Because you have power. You have a lot of power. Just don't waste it on someone who cannot reciprocate that power back to you. They have to trick you into giving your power to them. They can't generate any power of their own. That's why they always play these mind games That's why they're so manipulative, because it's all about sucking your power out of you. That's all they can do. They lost their power a long time ago when they abandoned who they really are, their true identity, and they created a false character. They lost all of their power when they did that, because your power comes from being yourself. Beautiful sunrise here. Got to share this with you. Hope you enjoy it as much as I do. Okay, that's all for today. I hope this video was helpful for you. If it was, please give it a thumbs up down below. It helps the YouTube algorithm. It gets this message out there, and it helps to grow our community as well. So please do that right now. Hit the thumbs up button down below and leave your thoughts in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you. I read your comments every day. Share this video, and if you'd like someone to talk to, someone to help you deal with a narcissist or with moving on from them, I am available for one-on-one coaching. You can book that from my website. It's narcsurvivor.co.uk. Again, thank you all for joining me, and I look forward to talking with you in another one very soon.